Internet. Welcome to E-MPROV.com. It is with great pleasure and excitement that I once again announce the kind of mini reunion of Mashed Potato, an E-MPROV team set across this fine land. And I am excited to get this thing going once again. We're excited to be a part of it. We're going to pick up Monday shows at 11 Eastern every other Monday, so we're happy to be back. If you've forgotten us, which is very difficult to do, I'm sure, I am Ben Hodge, and I am from the Harrisburg, Pennsylvania area, and I will pass it along. We have Dasha. Dasha, where are you coming from?
Hi, Ben and everyone. I'm coming from New York, and I have to give out to, I have to give a quick shout out to my roommates, Miguel and Chris. Thanks for watching, guys, and to my boyfriend, Dan.
Woot, woot. I want to give a shout out since we're doing that. I'm going to give a shout out to my wife who's on the couch asleep right now. So sweet. Her name's Jen. That's pretty cool. She would kill me if I took the camera in on her right now. She would literally, I think I would be dead. Houston, coming at us live from from after a new home, but actually getting internet from a neighbor. How nice is that person?
That's right. That's my that's my shout out. Shout out to Chris and Stephanie, whose internet I'm using right now. Yeah, free internet.
And we're shouting out people, so we're going to continue this. I'm enjoying this. This is why I love improv, because you never know what's going to happen. So thanks for the shout-outs, Dasha. We're shouting everybody out. Christy Boone coming to us from OKC.
Hey, what's up? I guess I'll just give a shout-out to Elvis for kissing my forehead when I was 10 months old, to my parents, my mom for birthing me, for my daughter, who is kind of a badass, and to my friend, where I'm kind of just posting up and hanging out today to get some peace and quiet. That's really all I had.
Wow. That was, you just putting me to shame.
That's not true. Your wife trumps everybody, like, every time. That's...
Hey, I was born on Elvis's birthday, so is that...
What?
Yeah.
My mom would want to marry you.
January 8th, 1980.
Yeah.
That's right.
Wow.
I'm young.
That's your baby. Good. Okay. Thanks for making me feel good.
You're welcome. But I bet I'm not the youngest. But anyways, Nat Beal, moving on from, I believe, still NYC. Yes?
Yeah, what up? Coming to you from Brooklyn, and I have many shouts to give. The first would be to my new roommate, who's barely here, cleans up after himself, does things like repair doors, and is going to paint his room, because that's just the way he rolls. I'd like to give another shout out to my other roommate, who has not been here since he moved in 7 days ago. That guy is the best. I love him. And I'd like to just keep it going in my space without any roommates, but just people who pay rent and sometimes clean up stuff and do repairs, because I'm digging it, guys.
Ben, may I interject just for a moment and ask
Absolutely.
a question? Nate, how do you find these people, and or do you think that I potentially could find a husband who practices the same things as your roommate?
Straight up, Christy Boone. I don't know if I find them or if they find me, but I do know I put up a Craigslist ad explaining that I don't want anyone who is messy in the slightest, like to the point of I want that fucking sink clean every single time you put something into it. It is emptied and then clean, so that there are no mice building homes in this place, because that's how they roll in Prospect Heights with all the construction.
That's wonderful. I really meant the people who aren't there. I was really looking for a husband who would just never be.
Craigslist, Christy Boone.
Hello, I'm responding to the advertisement. Yes. For husbandry.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
I need to know, are you capable of, say, folding your own pajamas? possibly making breakfast on occasion, cleaning up after yourself, and then most importantly, can you at least be gone 10 months out of the year?
Wow. I mean, that doesn't really sound. I mean, I was really hoping to, I wore the shirt with a heart on it because my broken heart. It's happened so many times. I'm here. I'm open. I'm really sensitive. I want to talk to you about your feelings and everything. Like, I really would like to snuggle as much as we possibly can. And but 10 months out, I mean, wasn't what I was expecting.
I mean, first of all, it's Bartholomew, right? I see that on your response here.
Yeah, Bartholomew James
Right.
Peters.
Oh, you cook a mean flambe. Good for you.
Excellent. Yep. Okay. I say flambe.
Yeah, I like flambe better just because it's like potato. But we can
whatever. Great. Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, absolutely. I also see you're willing to change your hair color, which is a plus.
Yes, I'm whatever.
Yeah, okay, good. Also, if you think about it, if we cuddle 2 months out of the year and you span that over the course of a year, you're really getting to cuddle once every week and a half-ish. So, not true. Not true. My math is bad. Once a month.
I think your math is great. I think I really appreciate your math, and I think I'm the husband for you. I really do. I think that there's a soulmate out there, and just sticking your ad out there on Craigslist is the best thing that you could have done.
Tag out Ben. Hello, ma'am. Yes, this is the Super Target, and we see that you have 3 carts worth of lean cuisine. But what you are telling us is that you only want us to stock the lean cuisine once a year.
Once a year, yes, absolutely. I also only need specific types of lean cuisine. So if once per year you could actually stock only the fettuccine alfredo and potentially the all veggie option. My rent-a-husband that I found on Craigslist is allergic to meat, but he can do dairy, but he prefers vegetables. That's it.
Because we are known for our good customer service, I will put this down and let my manager know, but I will have to tell you that unless you're Mrs. Target, that request will most likely be denied.
Okay, Betsy, right? I see that on your name tag. Betsy.
Yes, Betsy R. There are 2 of us here.
How do I put a Craigslist out to possibly become the next Mrs. Target?
You would start by going online and posting an ad.
Okay.
Is my suggestion.
Right. As intel, because I need a champion here in the organization. Are there any things that Mr. Target really likes? Like, does he like lingerie, or teddy bears, or flowers, or long walks on the beach? Is he a Pisces? Is he a Scorpio?
I believe he is most likely a Scorpio, but to tell the truth, we think that Mr. Target has passed away many years ago. They won't tell us this, but we do know his birthday on our slideshow with the employees every month that we are forced to see.
And it's January 8th, 1958, most likely.
That is awkward that you know that, but yes, that is his birthday.
This is actually good news. I feel like then my ad probably needs to appeal to paranormal. That's easy to write. I just need to say, looking for a good haunting, and probably let them know that there is an unlimited number of bodies that I will allow them to possess. This is wonderful. Thank you so much, Betsy.
We cut to NORAD. So this is the thing, like, I feel like now we're only maybe 15% useful in terms of potential defense security, whereas before, like, we were 90% of all the security in the country. but we could still wipe out everyone on the planet with literally just by turning the keys.
Yeah, I mean, just with the little bit that we have, I mean, it's pretty much just you and me in this room.
We are the deciders.
Yeah, I mean, ever since they, leased everybody else out to Craigslist, I feel like we're the only people that make decisions around here.
You
I mean,
can't DIY this.
I know that. You know that.
That's why there's two of us.
Yeah. I mean, without both of us turning these keys, nothing gets done. And that's
what's like your honestly, like your deepest desire? Like, what would you do if you could? Anything.
If I could do anything?
Yeah, anything.
I'd turn these keys.
Yeah, see, but that's honestly, I was thinking exactly the same thing. I was thinking exactly the same thing.
But it just seems so irresponsible,
Maybe. I mean, or maybe the first strike capability that's dwindling quickly in this changing geopolitical landscape is the only move.
Show them turning the keys and small countries slowly being destroyed.
Like, honestly, I thought that I would feel terrible for the people, but I feel like I'm glad to be of some use. I feel like we're back on top.
I feel like I'm earning my paycheck.
It's a relief.
Help! My face is melting or something. Oh.
I'm so glad we can't see what's happening on the ground.
Yeah. I mean, it just looks like, a blip on a screen went into another blip on the screen.
It's very painful on the ground. Flesh is bubbling. It's torturous.
I mean,
I'm in so much pain. I can't feel pain anymore.
Just in an organizational sense, like, you see the way the lights, like, moved across the board, and it was perfection. It was exactly what you want to see. I mean, from the first strike.
That's a perfect system working perfectly,
There's not going to be many more times in this country that you could say that.
No, not if we keep turning these keys. I mean, there's not going to be much. There's just.
But I'm saying we might have literally made one of the last perfect decisions.
Cut to the guy
in the American democracy.
Cut to the guy selling ISIS on why the keys are important.
So,
all right, listen, guys. You get a key, and you get a key.
Right.
All right? Now, the reason we have two keys is so no one makes a rash decision. All right?
That's right. It's about teamwork.
Yeah, we're not just going to give these out to anyone. We don't want people willy-nilly turning these keys. Yeah, what? Do you have a question?
I do have a question. What if two of you are, let's say, in on it?
Go with your gut.
Well, you see, okay, going with your gut, that's okay. That's why we have the two keys. One person may want to go with their gut. Chances are the other person is going to be a rational thinker and convince that guy that. Yeah, you got a question. Yeah.
Well, and if they're not, and they're also going with their gut, if they feel like they have to instinctually follow their gut, I mean, how often is that going to happen? Like, together at the same time?
Yeah, almost never.
My gut is very active.
Well, that's good. We want go-getters. I mean, that's why I have
active gut. I have active gut.
Yeah, guts, go-getters, lots of G qualifications on that resume list. That's skill sets that
How much am I paying? How much? I want you too. I want both of you in my. I want to hire you. How much?
Okay, hold on one second.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we're not going to be able to recreate NORAD. Like, we don't have the engineers anymore. I mean, we made the last best decision. I feel
Right.
like we have to just make a decision.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just got out there and I started talking, and it sounded really good, but I don't
No,
know.
I'm with you. It was great.
Oh, good. Okay.
We cut to the meeting room for the headquarters with Oprah. All right, Ben, get in here. Ben,
I'm sorry, I'm
Ben,
here.
get into my office.
What's up, Oprah? I love you.
All right. All
Oprah,
right.
Oprah, I checked under my seat.
Yeah, okay. I love you too. I love you too. Peace be with you, everything. I got a question for you, Ben. Why is it that on my next show with Sting, I'm only giving out 2 cars? You know me, I like to say, and you got a car, and you got a car, and you got a car, and you got a car. But the whole thing is I give everybody a car,
I can,
not just
Oprah.
2 people.
Oprah, I can tell you're mad right now, and I'm not going to look.
I don't get mad. All right, I don't feel mad.
Directly in your face.
All right.
I'm not going to look directly at your face, so I'm just going to kind of cower in your presence. The reason why we have 2 cars is, well, you know, it's always a good idea just to have 2 because, you know, you just got to go with your gut. You know, it was just a feeling, and I ordered 2 because I thought 2 was going to be better, and I thought we could save some money, and yeah.
Ben, I'm the richest woman in the world.
Right, but
I
you know,
like to give.
you did fire half your staff after
Yes.
putting out an ad on Craigslist. You know, so
That is a healthy organization. I put a lot of money into that Craigslist, and I think it ended up somewhere in Uganda, but because I got hacked. But we won't talk about that.
but
So
you know,
what are we gonna? Yes, go ahead. I won't interrupt you. Please don't look at my face. Still.
sorry. I mean, it's not so much what I would do in this situation. It's I think really this has been your decision from the beginning, Oprah. You know, what are we going to do? I mean, we got 2 cars. We could give them to the 2 people in the audience. We could have them some sort of contest. Maybe they could have a dance-off. I mean, that seems to be really popular.
Okay. How about 2 cars and everybody gets a house? Everybody, so I can say, and you got a house, and you got a house, and you got a house.
We cut to a romantic chalet. So what are you saying? So, what? I go my separate way for 10 days, and you go your separate way for 10 days, and then we get back together, and that's our marriage?
Yes. I have heard about this on many of like the wonderful talk shows that I watch. Ellen DeGeneres has referenced this. It's called the marriage diet. I've heard it works out really well. You shave a lot of the emotional like baggage and fat, if you will, and then you come back together and you're cleansed and you're purified, and it's just really beautiful. And that's what I want for us, Stanley.
Part of what I like so much about being with you, though, is that like you actually nurture me a little bit. So I feel like just that one day every 10 days, it's like you're gonna be teasing me with the nurture, you know, and like you're never really gonna satisfy me with your nurturing, and like I don't want to walk around as that guy that's like unsatisfied and like cranky and annoyed because my wife won't give me nurture.
Well, what I understand about nurture in general, instead of nurturing, because nurture is more important than nurturing, is when you nurture, you actually have a lot of stockpiles of that emotional fat, if you will, that intimacy. And so when you go that one day where you're purging yourself of it, you're kind of drawing that out again and just, again, detoxifying to where you don't have too much, and then it's the perfect amount when you get back together.
Tag out Nat and Christy. Yeah, so Houston, boss, hey, I just wanted to check with you. I saw this great thing on the Queen Latifah show, and it's called the workplace diet. And so yeah, I'm just gonna. I need to take a break. You know, I need a cleanse.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, sure. I saw that too, and if you need a break, you need a break. Just go do what you got to do. I'll come with you. We'll both go. Let's just.
Tag out Ben in Houston. So Billy, I was reading about the parent diet, and I'm
Hey,
gonna
Dad.
come back. I'm gonna come back for you in 10 days. So I'm gonna leave you here, and I'll leave your allowance in an envelope. Uh,
Dad, who's gonna
in the
take care
mail
of me?
table.
No,
Well,
you're a single parent.
you're
What
gonna
am I?
you're gonna
I'm 10.
cleanse of all the codependence you feel by needing me to take care of you, and you're gonna figure things out for yourself. And I'm gonna cleanse of all the feelings of resentment and like regret I have when I'm dealing with you every day of the week. And then when we come back together, it'll be like really nurturing for both of us, and it'll be satisfying to be your
What?
parent.
Dad, do you realize what you're saying? I am 10 years old. Cleanses, first of all, are like for adult people, for old people, or
Well,
something.
this is a psychic
You're
cleanse.
telling me that you feel resentment, and what am I supposed to do around here? I don't even know how to cook.
You're 10 years old. I
Cereal.
mean, literally, the next the next 7 years are going to be pretty hellish, unless you're. I mean, I'm just being realistic. Like, teenagers are the worst. Like, I mean, even 11 and 12, like, you're going to start to get anxious all the time. You're going to think about nothing but girls. And, I mean, you're going to act on that stuff, and you're going to be stupid. You're going to be thinking with your little head. It's going to be rough. So I feel like we could use a little time apart.
Dad, I don't know what kind of did you read a parenting book or something, or read some kind of a blog, or see something on Facebook? This is like the worst parenting ever, Dad.
Actually, I did read recently a book. It's about Danish parenting, and I take my inspiration from the Danish parents leaving their children outside in the cold in strollers for a couple of hours every single day, and it's their special cold nap time. So we're gonna try that. I'm gonna leave you out in the cold.
What? Dad, that's because they have to be out in the cold. It's cold in Denmark, and plus they don't have an army, I think, so they have to fend for themselves, and they have all that chocolate to care of, and so the kids have to be extra tough. This is America, Dad.
That's
You can
right.
go to jail for this. I'm pretty sure.
You're gonna sell out your old man.
Uh,
Cut to the prison. Tag out those two. Houston. Right, so we have just found that parents are neglecting their children. We've imprisoned a lot of new parents, and you've been my best prison guard thus far, Herbert, and I need your support in this. The thing is, though, 2 days out of the week, we actually go on what we call a prison cleanse. We don't actually guard them.
right. We just let them out.
Right.
Let this place breathe.
Let it breathe.
New energy come in, and when they want to come back, we just open up the doors and fill it. And you know what? It's not like people are gonna quit committing crimes.
No, they're going to be doing it always. We'll always have a job.
Yeah,
and then
we'll
what we're
always-
doing.
I mean, I could fill this place up tomorrow.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Captain, are you explaining the cleanse to
I
your
am
guard?
explaining the cleanse, and we're just about to broach the idea that anybody who's cruel to children will be the first to go.
Important. It's important, but
It's very
first,
important.
you know what I'd like to let you know is that I'm gonna need some time And during that time, I'm going to let you guys be free to do whatever you want with any of the prisoners.
Whoa.
And then I expect you'll have things under control when I get back in about 10 days.
When you say anything, do you mean literally anything we want?
Yeah, I mean, I would suggest you let them out to do things to each other first.
Okay.
To wear themselves out.
Well, Warden Jeffrey.
Probably be pretty receptive to the ideology.
Yeah.
Survival of the
civilization.
I mean, my first instinct is I look at all this equipment I have, I look at my baton and my taser, and I want to use them, a lot.
This may be the best decision we've made.
This is wonderful. I was trained by Chuck Norris, so
Yeah,
I have my hands.
This might be the most perfect decision we've ever made in this prison.
Absolutely. It takes two opposing views to get there, but we made it.
Hey, Warden, I have 2 sets of keys that 2 knuckleheads sold me. Can I use these?
Ooh. I'm gonna ask you to hand over just one of those keys.
Okay. Here you go, Warden.
Oh God, yeah.
Feels good, doesn't it?
It really does feel good to have this much say in things.
Use it, Warden Jeffries. Use that.
Use it. Go with your gut.
I gotta ask. What's your greatest desire? I mean, it could be your career. It could be, romantically.
Excuse me, I can answer that. I am Betsy, and several years ago I helped a woman take all of the lean cuisine from Target because she convinced me she would meet Mr. Target and marry him. Now I am here, and my only desire is to go back to my job at Target. I am Betsy R.
Warden Jeffries,
Yes.
just use the key. Give her her power back. Use the key.
What do you think? Should we let her out?
I mean, we've got the keys. The first instinct is to turn them. Let's. Yeah.
Please.
Let her out.
Okay. Let's do it.
Yeah.
She looks harmless.
Yeah.
I look harmless, and I am.
3, 2,
2,
1.
1.
Turn.
And that's our show, everybody. That's our show. We're going to end with a cliffhanger. What happened? We don't know, everybody. That is how Mashed Potato ends their sets. Just like that. You're going to have to just go to bed wondering what Betsy R is going to do. Because I don't know. She could have gone out and saved the world. We don't know. She could have gone on another spree. We don't know. You'll just have to tune in 2 weeks from now to find out more great stuff about what Mashed Potato's doing. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We are signing off. This is a reminder: be bold, be well, and always be you. Bye.